Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day, thanks in a large part to our pals at the VFS School of Game Design. Thank you so much, Vancouver Film School. Today's rundown is dedicated to Dagger1997, who dug my interview with Ash Ismail talking about Assassin's Creed Origins. Thank you. This rundown is all yours. Following the success of Deadpool and Logan, it looks like Fox is continuing to experiment with the X-Men franchise. The first trailer has arrived for the new Mutants, the latest film in the X-Men series. This one looks like it's a full-blown horror movie, telling the story of a group of teenage mutants locked in a sinister asylum, complete with dark visuals and scary editing. The movie is so scary, it even has the girl from Split and the older brother from Stranger Things, along with Arya Stark for all of you dark fantasy fans. The more macabre tone of the film might come as a bit of a surprise to readers of the New Mutant comics, and it remains to be seen just how dark the final film will be. This is just the latest indication that Fox is willing to take bigger risks with the X-Men franchise. Deadpool was the first modern R-rated superhero movie, and it was a huge hit, and Logan had a much more serious and somber tone than many were expecting. The studio has also been shaking things up further with their recent X-Men TV shows Legion and The Gifted, so if they're going to keep cranking out new X-Men tales, don't expect them to play it safe. New Mutants will make theaters a little more scary on April 13th, 2018, the next Friday the 13th. Over to what might be a more traditional X-Men movie, Fox wants to repeat their Valentine's Day success with Deadpool with another Marvel mutant. The studio has announced that their long-in-development Gambit movie will finally hit theaters on Valentine's Day 2019, 3 years to the day after the first Deadpool movie arrived. That film was a huge box office smash, and they're hoping that the same business is in the cards for Gambit. The film will star Channing Tatum as the telekinetic card-wielding X-Men character, taking over the role from actor Taylor Kitsch, who played him in 2009's X-Men Origins Wolverine. Fox has been struggling to get the movie off the ground ever since that film arrived, and things finally picked up last week when they hired Pirates of the Caribbean director Gore Verbinski to helm the project. Gambit is one of the most loved characters in the X-Men library, so hopefully the new film plays its cards right.
2 years I rotting in that hell and I ain't never gonna.
Epic Games is taking extreme measures to fortify their new game Fortnite against cheaters. The developer has begun suing individual players who cheat in the game. According to the news website Torrent Freak, Epic Games has filed complaints in U.S. federal court against 2 specific players who they say have been banned for cheating several times and keep coming back for more. Epic says that cheating is a form of copyright infringement because it modifies and changes the game's code, and it also violates the terms of service. We'll see what the courts decide. Although it's common for game makers to ban cheaters online, it's rare for them to take specific cheaters to court, so this could be Epic's way of setting an example for other players who might be thinking about cheating. Epic might soon be in some legal trouble of their own. Their new Battle Royale mode for Fortnite is obviously inspired by the hit PC game PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and that game's developer Bluehole has publicly stated that they're considering legal action against them. Bluehole's issue isn't that Epic used the Battle Royale formula. Many other games have done it as well. Their problem is that Epic mentioned Battlegrounds in some of the promotional material for their new mode, which Bluehole says crossed a line. They haven't begun any formal legal proceedings, but we'll let you know if that changes. It looks like it's getting harder to pay to win in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Following a huge backlash against the game's controversial loot box system in the recent beta test, EA and developer DICE have announced that things will be a little different in the final version of the game. They promise that you won't be able to win the most powerful in-game items through loot crates, and will only be able to earn them the old-fashioned way by playing the game. EA and DICE claim that this was actually their plan all along, saying that the complete loot system wasn't included in the beta, but have thanked fans for their feedback just the same. Keep in mind that you will still be able to buy loot boxes, but it's worth pointing out that EA will not be charging any money for the post-launch maps and characters, so hopefully that will bring balance to the game. We'll get to find out just how balanced Star Wars Battlefront 2 is when the final version deploys next month. This is just the latest in a string of recent controversies surrounding loot boxes. Other big games like Middle-earth Shadow of War and Forza Motorsport 7 have had similar problems, and don't expect these issues to go away anytime soon. Over at another big EA studio, Bioware is losing one of its most famous developers. Mike Laidlaw, who served as creative director on the Dragon Age series since its inception, has announced that he's leaving the company. In a Twitter post, Laidlaw says that he's loved his time at Bioware, but it's just time to move on. He's been at Bioware for more than 14 years, and along with Dragon Age, he's also worked on the Mass Effect and Neverwinter Nights franchises. Laidlaw hasn't said what his plans are for the future, aside from sitting back and enjoying new games. We'll let you know if he announces any new projects or endeavors. That's it for the rundown today. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to learn more about game design, visit our pals at VFS.edu. We'll be back again on Monday with a brand new episode. In the meantime, we've got lots of other cool content for you to explore, and if you dig it, hit subscribe, okay?